Hey, what's up, people? Welcome. So, I wanted to do the stream yesterday, but life happens and gets in the way. First of all, most important thing, happy birthday, chef. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chef Leftovers. Man, it's been a while, a year. Remember, Timberly had her birthday the same day as well? Just watching. Thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate you. This is my sock. What's up? Capone Boxer, Random Fish, Wig. We got Marie. We have Marie again. Bourgeois, Be Observant. And thank you for this, Onyx. Really appreciate you. $3 super chat. Really like that. Who needs music lessons? Right? Exactly. Happy birthday, Chef Leftovers. I can't believe another year. It's been a year ago since, his birthday. Amazing. All right, people, I'm going to get into this. I really don't have much to say about this. Honestly, I've been around since I started really doing Foodie Beauty late March 2021. So it's almost going to be 3 years. And I've seen a lot of stuff happen, and this is just another part of it. Girl World's always going to be Girl World. It's just going to change, right? Whereas all of Jessica Miska's sock accounts and her buddies, yeah, like I would expect a lot of sock accounts to be saying a lot of wild out there stuff, but I'm not seeing anything. Hey there, Shannon, what's up? Vouching, how you doing? So please tell me what happened in this Jessica Misika 3.5 hour stream that I'm supposed to be concerned about. Was Is Farida supposed to be suing somebody? Is she supposed to be suing me? Is she supposed to be suing Skinny Queen? Is she saying that Skinny Queen is the one who gave me her info, even though I've adamantly said time and time and time again that it's not Skinny Queen, it was somebody else. Maybe she crossed somebody, but I got that information. I didn't believe it. It was by some random person. Then I actually looked it up, and there it was. It was actually Farida's info. So I was like, okay, wow, all right, cool. I mean, they gave it to me. They gave it to me. But once again, it wasn't Skinny Queen. Random Fish says, "Oh yeah, that Frida a bit about you if you want the PG part, but PG doesn't say anything much. PG doesn't really know anything, to be honest. They haven't spoken to PG since 2022. Farida's just throwing her own allegations with no merit. Yeah, like where's the proof? If you have proof that Skinny Queen was the one, might as well show it, right? Because on my end, I can't prove a negative, which um is what my end of the situation works out to. And if you don't know what that is, that means what's it called again? Evidence of absentia is what it's really called. Where I can't prove that something didn't happen. I can only prove that it did, because if it did, it's positive rather than a negative, so the information would be there somewhere out there. So I would be able to prove that it did happen, because once again, the evidence is there. Proving that it didn't happen, you can't do that, because you can't prove something. You can't prove that there's an absence of anything. All right. Hopefully, we clarify that. Honeydew says she was saying SQ is racist, and when asked for proof, she tried to change the subject. Racist on who? Who's that Skinny Queen racist against? Like people of color, um, Arab people. Well, who is that Skinny Queen racist about? All right, so they didn't stay on topic. Okay, well, should I start at the beginning or should I wait till people start paneling up? Where should I start? Because I have no idea. Oh, Muslim men, really? Ah, okay. Was it based on some sort of like some sort of experience that she had in Michigan? Because a lot of like Arab men and women go to Michigan, don't they? Isn't it very concentrated for a lot of Arab people? Doesn't the stat say that? Random Fish says no one knows something I think about. Yes, Middle Eastern people and being in Dearborn, Michigan. Ah, okay. Well, I have no idea about this situation, man. So I really can't relate. All I can do is just I'm gonna listen to this and then we're gonna take it from there. So let's.
Believe it or not, there are people in the audience that I used to like when I was on that channel. Um, that I, have you connect to people and you like them, and it's, it's like a little, like your own
For
little
sure,
family, if you
random.
will, or you know what I mean? Like online, you have fun. What really hurts you and what gutted me is the fact that how she did it, after everything like that happened, how she obviously, of course she's going to make herself, look better, and I look like a cloud chaser. And then she said that I was jealous that I didn't have Alaa on. I never asked Alaa to come on. He actually texted me, believe it or not. He messaged me saying in Arabic, he's like, hey, what's going on between you and Skinny or whatever? And I never even responded yet. But
Okay.
like, show me where I'm jealous that Alaa, why would I have Alaa on when I don't talk about foodie? What am I going to say
Yeah.
to him?
If we
Hey,
really
what's
think
going
about
on?
it, Frida, all this
Hey
stuff
Deb.
is pretty irrelevant and juvenile with them little nitpicky things. There's going to be back and forth nitpicky things, but if we go into the root of things, from people have mentioned about the racism comments and the doxing, which I'll state again over and over again, we're not saying that Skinny Queen did the doxing. It's that we know that Monty did, and Monty admits that.
Ooh, using the D word. I'm a D worder. Is that like true? Here's the thing about that it's like whenever people out someone let me give an example. When Busy Little Bee put out Just Breezing information, was it called doxing? It's this community seems to have this thing where depending on who's doing it and who's putting out somebody else's information, it just get quietly, pushed under the rug or is called doxing. Allah is a chismoso. He's very chismoso. Very, very chismoso, random fish. But how it's one person in this community can do the exact same thing as another person in the community and hell breaks loose. Like I've seen people come and go in this community. Another example, and I knew this was gonna go bad, and some way somehow I wish that maybe I could have told him that it's probably gonna go bad. Goldwater Rule. Remember when Goldwater Rule went to Foodie Beauty's neighbors to interview them? I mean, in your head, that might seem like a really good idea, right? It seems like a brilliant idea. Let's interview the neighbors and let's get in there and, they'll spill the beans on Foodie Beauty. But then the community is not going to like that. Really not going to like that. So there's so much to this community where some people get a pass and other people don't get a pass. You like Allah, he amuses you. Yeah, I mean, I have no issues with Ali Shabib. Ali Shabib is doing his thing. He takes care of his family. He comes on here. He might, talk a little bit of that. He might still hold. I don't know. I don't know how much for grudge or if that he holds against Foodie Beauty. Maybe just water on the bridge. Maybe he just wants to talk shit. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Observant. Yeah. Goldwater Rule got run out for that. There's been a lot of people I've seen come and go in this space in my short amount of time. Sup, Lucy? How you doing?
In the terms of the racism comments, she didn't outright say that Middle Eastern people are X, Y, Z and a slur. It's all about the what's the proper word? The covert, is it? And the stereotypical.
Microaggression. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what that was. And in the stream that Frida covers, which is the one that I sent you, at first she's very much like Middle Eastern men. This is how they are and this is how they act. But then as the stream goes on, you can tell she kind of backtracks. And that's what that was. So, like I said, Skinny Queen didn't outright say that, but her statements were very ignorant. And we had also another Middle Eastern person on the panel discussing them kind of, how it's harmful. And that's what No Madness does as well. They don't outright say that Middle Eastern people are X, Y, Z. And can I just address someone quick? Atlantis.
All right, so Marie, what is this all about? I have no idea, Marie. I'm just doing this because people wanted me to go over it. Because when I was traveling on the first affair, people like, did you see Jessica Messica's stream? So much people was on panel. They were talking all sorts of stuff. You need to go over it. So here I am, going over it as promised.
How would you feel about? Right. Okay. So people were getting very, very upset about us. Saying that No Madness Life and Kaya were the same. They just saw the thumbnail and thought we were saying that No Madness is like a PDF apologist, which wasn't the case. It was literally how they both film, how they don't use StreamYards, and if you watch the video, you would know. But that's what that was, Atlantis.
And can I also just answer really quick a couple of questions? Shannon says, I've never paid Monty anything for anything, he could, he would show something if I did. And Mauve Dream, did she owe you money? She did owe me. She sent me something saying she paid me for March when YouTube doesn't pay you for then. Like she basically, she owes me for another month, but I never went after her for March. I knew she said it was for March, but it wasn't March payment. It was February, but I didn't go after her because once again, it wasn't like we're raking in the dough or, it's a lot of money. It was all about building the channel. We were talking about doing like a woman, for women channel. And
here's what I always say about this. If you are paneling with somebody on another channel and you feel, hey, maybe it's not going in the direction you want it to go, then make your own channel and maybe make a deal that they'll also, shout out your channel, even though you're going on their channel rather than, because this is always gonna break up a channel where there's two people, right? When you have different ideas on where the channel's gonna go, just make your own channel and keep it pushing.
Talking about other things than Chantel. And that's what's hurtful. It's just the lies. I am so sick of people thinking like I work, I'm good, but this is like, it's fun. And hey, if we're gonna make money, why not? Come on, let's be real.
I just think there's such a big chunk of it that you guys have to leave in the past. That way we could have
100%. I agree. I honestly, I agree.
Focus on the new issues
I
at
agree.
hand versus the old, in my opinion.
I guess Gigi is a skinny queen stan because she's all you talk about is money. When do I?
Right. Yeah, I agree. Jessica, I agree because I obviously wasn't a part of this when this has happened. Obviously.
All right, so Farida was talking for a bit. Now it's Zena talking with Jessica Miska interjecting. These two women will follow it eventually. All I say with this is like whatever happens is all I gotta say. There wasn't really much money to be had with the Skinny Queens channel, like however long ago. I mean, she's doing well now, but before that, she used to maybe get like a couple hundred views, maybe 3 or 4. Not really that much until Alicia B went on the channel. Then the whole urgency for translations really skyrocketed those couple of streams into thousands of views, and people started watching a lot of Skinny Queen. So good for her that her channel is doing well. There's, like I said, and I keep saying, a lot of people come in and out of this girl world. There's lots of channels these days that I'm seeing showing up, like Girl World Island, Girl Please. There's Unicorn Fondue. These channels weren't around a year ago, and now they're doing their thing. There's other people like Glucose Gorgeous has been doing their thing.
Obviously, when we came on, we wasn't going to talk about.
Yeah. Farida did have a money dispute with Timber a year ago, and I did point it out that she was trying to partner with Timber, and I believe I was right, especially since the Aim on a V channel is once again a partnership, because Farida was partnering or trying to partner with Skinny Queen. Didn't work out. Then wanted to partner with Timber. Timber more or less just wanted to steal people's money, if I'm really going to be short and abrupt here. That didn't work out. And now Farida and Zena are doing their own channel.
Skinny Queen. We wasn't. And we kind of only, when this old doxing thing came up, like, for example, that video that I made that you showed, I made that ages ago, like a long time ago. And we weren't going to put it up. We wanted to, but we were like, no, we're not going to stir up anything. There's no need to. Leave things in the past. We're moving on, and she's moving on, right? And that's exactly what it was. And I completely agree with you with that. There is even though it's hurtful for the participants involved, we just need to leave it. It is what it is, and everyone's moving on. However, when Farida got doxxed, again, she has no social media that has her name at all in it. Everything's not even Farida. The only thing that she has is the YouTube with her first name in it. And I've got actual transcripts of conversations from years ago where there's certain comments that are in there that shows people's actual handles, and it shows Farida's in there. Yeah.
Okay. What you're saying your receipt with no names included. We're not going to talk about the names or whose it is. Your receipt is that you have a documented conversation where Farida shared her information about herself, and then like only Skinny Queen had access to that conversation. Is that what you're saying?
There's that, but there's also a situation where.
Wait a second, but how is that any like pertinent information, or how is that going to be factual that you shared your info with Skinny Queen? Yes, remember when you both met up and you were on live together? That is literally no proof whatsoever. You could have easily given it out, your information, or somebody knew what your last name was, and then they shared it with somebody else, and that person could have shared it with me or shared it with somebody else, on and on and on. That is actually not proof. That only shows that, yes, Skinny Queen knew of your information, doesn't prove that she actually gave it to me. And once again, I gotta really reiterate, there is no reason for me to be protecting Skinny Queen. Zero whatsoever. Like I said before, literally no love lost between myself and Skinny Queen. If I'm gonna be honest with you, if it really was Skinny Queen who gave it to me, I would have just said so. I really don't care. I would have just be like, yep, it was her, but it wasn't her. So I'm gonna just be respectful and be truthful here and just say how it is. It wasn't her. Wasn't that last year they met? I think it was last year, or it was, yeah, I think it was last year sometime. I can't remember which month though.
Off to Monty.
I can't say because I haven't got
Okay.
that, so I can't say that. The only thing I know that I can say is that in terms of when Frida got doxxed, the only thing that was needed, right, with Frida to get doxxed was her surname and her business, which her business was her surname. Her business is her surname. And she had cards. She's even got like business cards, right, with a family's profession on it. And that was, you know what Monty's like. He's very particular. You know how he goes crazy about you. The fact that you said that you only sent one video, one picture or something to Nada, and he's like, actually, she sent two, and he lost his shit for it.
That's not true. I didn't lose my shit. I said that don't come on my panel to spread lies because I was originally cool with Jessica Messica. If you guys didn't know this, Jessica Messica would come on my panels and talk and whatnot. In fact, everybody was welcome on my panels back in the day, back in 2022. But what Jessica Messica did was when the whole stuff with Nads came out and Nads was saying, oh yeah, he has stuff of Jessica Messica, and Jessica Messica was like, okay, well, it was just only one picture. I only sent the picture. And then Nads got wind of what she was saying. It's like, nope, it wasn't a picture, one picture. It was several pictures and videos. And then Jessica Messica saw my panel and decided to come up and tell the lie that it was still only one picture. And we've seen multiple times over and over and over again, I have shown and proven that Jessica Messica likes to lie. So that was the original point of contention, is that I didn't like my platform being used for Jessica Messica to spread her lies. I don't like people coming on my panel and spreading their lies when I know it wasn't lying. I found out when I know it was a lie, and I found out that it was a lie when Nads went live and he covered his iPad and he showed that here's Jessica Messica, and like the bottom like 20, 25, 30% of the screen was showing, and it was Jessica Messica and the image was moving. So if the image is moving, that means it's a video. So with that, Jessica Messica was lying. What's up, John? How you doing?
Right.
Frida said about her having a profession, and that's what he went mad for. That it wasn't a it wasn't what she said it was, but all she said that she had was a profession. Anyway, those are the only information that was needed. Now, Skinny Queen was the only person that knew her surname. I didn't know her surname until literally this doxing came out. That's when Frida told me her surname after it, and she said, "I had this business." She knew about it, and she knew I lived in California, and that was all that was needed. We never said that Skinny Queen gave a kid's information ever.
Wait a second. Has she ever given her phone number to anybody in Girl World? Because you can find out people's names through their phone number. I actually could find out a lot of information based on somebody's phone number. I could find out their address. I could find out their work history. Literally, there are companies that are geared to compiling people's information to make it easier for somebody to know every single little detail about you. And it can be done for as low as $1. I've seen people get information on other people. It could be $2. It could be $3. There's a lot of stuff that can be found out just by phone number. Just saying.
What has happened from
You're
the
saying
revelation?
that filled in a piece that allowed him to go further.
True, Marie.
Say that again. Sorry.
So you're saying like
Yeah, that's true, Zodiac.
okay. So maybe
Says so.
even unknown to her, she could have answered one question to Monty which filled in
Oh
a gap,
yeah.
which let
Oh
him
yeah. Yeah.
run further with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Literally all Skinny would, which is what have to do, is say Farida's last name and and a business name, which is a surname anyway. And that's it, because a family is so big and a family is tied to so many things. Like I said, they're all in relation, so they all have businesses
True
together. They all
observant.
have that, and it's like a domino effect. So no one is saying that Skinny Queen gave Monty like Frida's kids information. No. No one is saying that, and I've said that from the get go. Literally, just that one little nitpick, and it would open the floodgates, and then everything. Then Monty's delved as deep as he's wanted to.
All right. All I can say to this is the what she's bringing up doesn't make any sense, because once again I haven't spoken to Skinny Queen since September, in and around September 2022. So that it was still when Farida, Skinny Queen, BBW, Veronica, and Dwight Cookie were all friends, and they were all cool with each other. So why would Skinny Queen give me any information about her friend back in 2022? It just doesn't make any sense. Farida gave her info to Timber. She did. She did give her info to Timber, and she was talking to Timber quite regularly as well.
He could have just surface level have looked at a business, but no, because everything's tied together. More and more people came out, like her aunties, her uncles, her kids' names, the schools, the church was getting phone calls, even up to the church. And this was during the time of when Palestine and Gaza and Israel conflict was just starting. She was already getting racial comments, harassment, and then the moment with this church, people were phoning the church, Jessica,
Right.
threatening.
It's like a dangerous time to
Yes,
I
it was
guess
during that time.
so. You have to.
And can I just say
Mhm.
something? Like, how people in the chat, like I said, like who the Skinny Queen stands are, or people, like I said, people don't know you. You have to not really take it personal when people talk bad about you. But I'm so sorry. One moment.
Can I say
But
something quick?
sorry.
Yeah, Veronica. Hi, Veronica. What's up?
Hi. Okay, so I think a lot of this is coming from when I was in Skinny Queen's chat, when I figured out that I had mod status still.
Yeah, I told
And I
everybody how you
said-
went on a blocking spree for 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
And I
It was
said,
like the purge in there for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Come on, it was just fun. Kiss my butt. Anyways, so what I said in there was, why did you give Monty the information to dox Farida?
Oh Lord.
Because
Okay.
I
Yeah.
believe with my heart and soul
When did this happen?
that she did. Why do I believe that? Because of what she did with we're not going to say her name, the other lady who I had issues with and had to go on her panel and be stupid. So what I was saying,
Who's BBW Veronica talking about? The other lady she had issues with. Oh, is that like bubble tea? Is that what she's talking about? Bubble tea? You guys keep bringing up the whole cake farce thing. I keep saying this, but you know that Veronica didn't fart on cakes, right? That was who was it again that made that all up because she kept on just lying about everybody else? I think she's talking about Bubble Tea, because BBW Veronica had issues with Bubble Tea because Bubble Tea was teaming up with what's that one from Calgary again? The one that said I sent her dick pics and it wasn't true. I forgot what the name was, but she was teaming up with Bubble Tea and really giving BBW Veronica a very, very hard time. And yeah, well, they're both gone now. Let's just put it that way.
is that I fully believe that Sarah loves to share people's personal information.
Well, you know what? They keep saying that Skinny Queen likes to share people's personal information, but wasn't Skinny Queen's personal information shared when people found out that she was on some sort of social assistance? and that came out, and a lot of people were trying to embarrass her. Like, how was that shared? Let's talk about that for a second.
With other people. Why? Because she did it with me. So whether or not you guys believe it, I really don't care. All I know is what she did to me. I know what she did to Farida, and I have lots and lots and lots of receipts that Sarah seems to not care about. So unless we're showing receipts, none of this matters. Nothing matters.
Yeah, can I just say a
And-
quick thing? Just like you know how some people in the chat. This was trying to make my point, and then I got interrupted. I apologize. Not by you guys, by somebody.
Exactly. That's
Just
my
like people
talk.
say, oh, well, you're taking Farida's words, and but same thing I could say about people that are listening to Skinny Queen. She could say, just like she did a community post showing that she sent me money, or whatever. She could say, she said a lot of things that were untrue, and I had to sit there, and I'm the kind of person, and I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but
Hold on. Let me just say, Alanis.
Yeah.
Okay, so Friesen and Alanis, don't spin it on me like this isn't a good way to run your channel because you and Just Friesen don't get along, block each other. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't feel like having this side argument because it's distracting, and I'm also not taking responsibility for it, period. So please just stop, both of you. Thank you.
oh, thank you.
So
See,
if
I was just
you
saying
want
that.
receipts. I posted all kinds of receipts. I posted 2 videos showing receipts.
Yeah.
People care about receipts. They like
No, I think that's the thing that it's I get that, and I think literally what happened between you, I'm not saying it's not important, but I think, like Jessica said, I think it's one of them that just to have to move on in that regards, even though we know what's happening, and I know it hurts, and it's kind of on both sides where you want justice to be done, and I get that, I really, really do, but there's not going to be any kind of reconciliation with it, and it's
No.
just unfortunate.
I
But in
wanna-
terms of
Oh crap! I was muted. All right, so I was saying, in her bosom, there's Val of J, aka Enchanted Roses, aka Dark Roses. She's trying to do the same thing she does with Valerie, which is trigger people, mock them, do a little bit of something, something. Thank you, Tiger Paw. Thank you, Random Fish. I was muted. Did BBW Veronica wipe her channel? I think she erased a lot of videos and wanted to start fresh because people were trying to find her, and she wanted to not be found, because when some people can have a very unhealthy interest in other people and then trying to find her, what her name is and what stuff she was based on her OnlyFans stuff, she took a break. Yeah, she took a break from Girl World. I'm gonna go forward because at the end of the day, this is really going in circles, and I wanted to point out one specific thing here, and the specific thing is, if you are in Girl World and you decide to make videos, and you decide to make specific types of videos where you go after Girl World reactors, what do you expect is going to happen? This is Girl World. This can be described as a very toxic environment, an environment where people do certain things that you might not find anywhere else. So if you're going to really talk shit about other reactors in Girl World and whatnot, then what do you expect to happen when you are super friendly with people, then you follow with somebody? Of course, somebody's gonna give out your information. Now, I'm not saying King Skinny Queen is giving out your information. All I'm saying is that if you're in Girl World, expect that some certain things are going to happen. So if you don't want certain things to happen, such as your information is out there on the internet, then don't be in Girl World. Then remove yourself. And this is especially when you put photos and pictures of other reactors with like clown nose and dressing them up in clown outfits and clown ear, and you speak ill of them with a lot of like blatantly obvious lies, then it's even more true for you that maybe you should be aware that what's going to happen is that people are going to find out exactly who you are. Uh, I would think this is a given thing. Hey, Sarili, what's up? So let me move forward until somebody else jumps on the panel. Who else is coming on the panel here? I think we have another person. So let's hear what they have to say. Because the whole point of this is don't be a reactor if you don't want certain things to happen. Is all
Well,
I'm saying.
can I just interject? There was
sorry.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean no, I was just trying, what I was trying to say.
Does Jessica Messica has fake tatas? Yes. One of her sugar daddies allegedly supposedly bought them for her. Was it her sugar daddy, or was it where she got some money from a family member? And then remember when she bought the car, and then she mangled the car that she bought because she came into some money. I can't remember how the story went. I'm gonna have to defer to her world, whether or not it was a sugar daddy or whether or not it was from her windfall from a family member. But the thing with that is, are you really gonna, I guess some people are gonna spend 10, 15, $20,000 on implants. I mean, that 10, 15, $20,000 could have been sitting in the bank growing interest, right? Yeah, you didn't know that, Random? Oh, you haven't seen her older pictures. Maybe that's why you guys don't know. If you go on Twitter, you'll see the older pictures of Jessica Messica. It's like a night and day difference. Like super skinny, not like huge boobs, and looking. I don't know. I mean, she's not unattractive.
Get to was that I believe that's why I was telling you about that video where she's reacting to herself. I strongly believe that the reason she's like, let's squash this or let's whatever, she does not want us to react to her. We show her in a light how she.
All right, you're saying that she's saying let's make peace, but in order to make peace,
don't
react to my reactions anymore.
Which we're not like we talk about breezing because hello, we talk about no man's life.
Breezing.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about her if she does, just like that's why I was showing that video, that I strongly believe she saw how she looks. And the reason I said the benzo comment is her calling Foodie on benzo. That's what that.
Well, how that came about, right, is you're saying things about defamation. Skinny Queen said that basically Frida's information was already out there. It's on a public platform, so if it's brought on here, then it's fair game. So I said to her, right, well, if your name is also public information, which I know her, I know her name, I know her information.
I did say you asked that, right? You're like, and she.
I put in her thing, and you can bring it. Anyone can bring it up, and I put hypothetically, and because like I said, I know her name, I know her full name, and I know that from it. It's actually on YouTube. It is actually, there's a video on YouTube with a name on
you're
it.
saying you still wouldn't want that out there. It's
no, absolutely not. And I said
threatening her. You were making
I says in it hypothetically, and luckily I think there's someone in the chat that did support me on this. I said hypothetically, if I knew your name, which I do, if I was to put it in your chat now, is that considered doxing or fair game? And then she said, why would you do that? See, everyone, screenshot that, she's trying to dox me. And I said, no, it's hypothetical. That's what that means. I said, I'm not going to do it. Obviously, I wouldn't. I would never. And like I said, the name is on you. There's a YouTube video with her name in it. I wouldn't do that at all, because I don't believe in it. It's not right to. So like I said,
I think maybe they're trying to do a revenge, like they're planning on doxing Skinny Queen. But Skinny Queen needs to know and understand, you're in Girl World. Okay, you're in Girl World. If you don't want your name to be out there, then don't be in Girl World, is all I gotta say. We all can move on to other communities and do other things. But in this community, this seems to be the standard is, people will figure out who you are.
Overall, so we mentioned it in passing, like for our videos, peppered around, but obviously we're working behind the scenes of what we can do, including with getting this video taken down with Monty. And then this the thing came up with Salah and so on and so forth, and obviously we were reacting to No Madness. But then
Funny how they want my video down, but their video should stay up. Funny how well, I find it unfair. I mean, why should your video be up talking crap about me, but my video should be down? What's the difference?
Skinny Queen was reacting to it as well, and I said to Frida, look, what do you
Yikes,
take these
Marie.
comments like? You know, it's not me who's being affected by it. How do you find
Sorry
these
to hear.
words? And she said, I find it disgusting. I find it overtly racist. And she's walking things back, and I'd like to talk about it. And that's why I didn't go on panel. It's all Frida. And I was like, right, you know.
Because you're saying it wasn't your culture to stand up for. You didn't know enough about it.
No,
to
it's not nothing to do. I'm a white person. I am a white person. And during that entire segment,
Hey, Rudy.
I was off panel. I thought, I'm not speaking up about it. I'm not giving my opinion on it because it's not me who's affected. It's not my culture. It's not my race. I'm a white person over here that has all the privilege in the world. It's not my voice that needs to be heard.
So you're saying your current coverage of Skinny Queen has nothing to do with trying to drag up past history. You want to just react to her?
No, the last video that we did, like I said, if you want, it was all fun. It was all jokes. So No Madness is incessantly pushes her Etsy store.
Well, I just think you guys need to come to agree. So basically this, I don't know if there's ever going to be a way that you're going to prove these allegations to the public. So I think if anything, the only agreement you guys can come to is to not like talk shit on each other and argue. That's fine. But you have to be like, certain things might be too far for you guys to be able to be comfortable with it being talked about. But I guess, so then it will just,
and again, forever. It's all like, and I get that. But if we look in the past, you know, if we want to talk about the comments that we made, is just like the comments when she literally said that Veronica was into bestiality, right? It's the same vein as that. And then
did SQ actually say that Veronica is into bestiality stuff? Because I totally missed that. I do remember the whole bestiality thing situation that happened with what was her name again? Sarah Thompson. Yes, you guys remember that? Where Sarah allegedly supposedly confided into different people that she has watched Animal Prawn, and a lot of people found it completely disgusting that she actually happened upon that stuff. Yeah, exactly. It was Sarah Thompson. That's what I remember that from. And then ever since that day, Sarah has not been in and around Girl World anymore. She just took off.
Okay, so I
that was a while ago, and she said, yeah.
Well, I remember. I don't even know if I want to bring up that whole panel because they were talking about some other person is into the animal thing.
Yeah, that was Sarah.
And they had a different pink.
That was after it. Yeah, it was her and
after it was another one she did.
That was another one.
Purple Glitter and Veronica on here. Purple Glitter said she could tell that Skinny Queen has some type of agenda against BBW Veronica. So I brought her up. She wants to talk about that at all too.
She was sweet, really.
Okay,
hey, I'm here.
Sorry. Hello.
So Farida and Veronica, and hey Zena, hi. And Jess, Farida and Veronica, are you guys okay with me going on and saying what you guys told me?
I don't know what we told you.
Oh God.
Okay, well, Farida
let's
came
have
to
a
me.
safe word. If too much is being said, let's say
stop.
Oh boy, here we go again. All right, I guess I'll hear what Purple Glitter has to say, then I'm gonna move a little bit forward.
Yeah, stop works.
Stop.
That's
okay,
the word to stop.
So Farida, if I say too much, just say stop. Okay.
Sorry to hear about your friend Deb. That's like is so unfortunate that is happening. You know, prayers and well wishes to her.
Yeah, where's my mouse? Go on.
I wanted to make up a cool safe word, guys. What the heck?
No,
Mm.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
anyway,
Go ahead.
stop
No, go ahead.
The safe word is booty.
Booty. Okay.
Mm.
Anyways, continue. Sorry, Purple Glitter.
It's okay. No, Frida did come to me like back when I don't have an exact date, but Frida did come to me. She reached out via Instagram, started telling me kind of quietly what was happening with Skinny. And we talked through Instagram and that was it. Now this was back when I had like my public Purple Glitter Instagram account, just to give you an idea of like how far back we are.
Mhm.
Both
Wow, this is my suck. You're actually pretty right. I've been getting a lot of emails from Purple Glitter. I'm getting the emails again because I had to block Purple Glitter again, and again. The last time was because she started randomly accusing me on, what was it? Was it Instagram or Twitter? I can't even remember right now. She started randomly accusing me. Okay, I blocked her January the 11th because she started randomly accusing me of being behind Skinny Queen's demonetization. And you know what? This has been happening ever since September 2022. And it's tiring. It's very tiring to be randomly accused of hacking a computer, randomly accused of whatever type of stuff she wants to make up for that day. And I'm tired. I'm not gonna come home after a long day and then get the typical 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 messages and then be told that I'm the one who got Skinny Queen demonetized, because that's just not true. So now I'm getting the emails again. So yes, this is my sock. You're right.
both of them did come to me and talk to me. Now, I did not ask the girls for proof. I did not ask to see a screenshot. I took them at their word. Because if you don't give me a reason to doubt you, I'm not going to ask you for that proof.
Okay.
So
Meaning you were having a conversation with your friends,
Right.
so you weren't like demanding evidence of these people.
right. Farida has not given me any kind of reason not to trust her. If she has not given me a reason not to trust her, I'm not going to force her to provide those screenshots.
Okay.
I took her at her word. And then when Veronica kind of started talking to me about things, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
So true, observant. Very, very, very true. We also see this with Crystal Barbie Station, how she neglected her child to focus on YouTube. I mean, that ain't right.
So then I started paying attention a little bit more. Now, I do need to apologize to both Farida and Veronica because I feel like at the time that they came to me, I really wasn't in a spot to offer them help. Like when it came to the channel or anything else, the most I could do was just offer an ear at the time. So I feel like I let them down a little bit like that. But I did encourage them both to speak out on it because I suspected Timber of being a scammer from the beginning. And I said, look, by you coming out with your story, and I know she's going to come for me, I don't care. By you coming out about your story, if she is scamming, this is getting ahead of it and stopping it by you speaking your piece. Is that what I said to you, Farida?
She's just has to jump off a minute. I think she has to. Yeah, sorry, she just had to.
All right. So
jump
you
off
were
a sec.
you told Farida, you got to get ahead of this before it gets dragged into the mud. You need to say your piece before other people say it for you, basically.
Exactly. I'm like, hey, we both been in this game a while. We know how this goes. If you try to get ahead of it, at least you can have one foot in front of the other.
Okay.
Wait a second. So not baby is saying what? Purple Glitter has the best advice. Zena and Farida, I need to listen to her word. Wasn't it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month that wait, I gotta look at this. How long ago was it that Jessica Messica was talking shit and dragging Purple Glitter? I gotta take a look at this. Let me look this up. So it was, when was the stream where it was literally, I think like even 2 weeks ago, something like that. It says 3 weeks. So it was January the 12th that she was literally dragging PG. I remember they were both sniping each other and talking a lot of shit. So how things change in 3 weeks, okay? Not even 2 months ago, Wig. It was the last Jessica Messica one was the 12th of January, dragging purple glitter for over 4 hours. So to me, you mean this might seem weird, but to me this is just normal. Yeah, they're like one day they're ops, the next day they're good, then the next day they're ops, then maybe 2 days later they're good, then maybe a week, 2 weeks they're ops again. It's like this whole complete back and forth. I couldn't play with that. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
But I never asked for that screenshot proof. I took Farida at her word.
Are you talking about the screenshot that Monty
He
got
does
from
have
her?
screenshots though of the. If you're talking about like giving the money and her saying that she was going to pay her back and all that, we've got all those screenshots.
Right. Those were
Yeah,
now,
we got all
I will be the first to say, when it comes to the R word, I have not seen any evidence of that myself. I have only seen what Veronica just said. So
All right, so what you're saying you mean racism?
yes.
Okay. All right.
I didn't want you to get
You're
deep.
saying you personally are not calling anyone that.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying I haven't seen the evidence, but I know what the girls
No,
are
that's
talking about.
what we're saying, that
You know what would really end all of this back and forth is producing the evidence. Could we maybe have that happen where evidence is produced so we can just really put this to rest? Let me go forward where Yo Mama comes on. Let's go.
I am sorry about that. I don't mean to be purposely rude. I'm just trying to keep us on a
True observant.
level keel.
If you're not aware, but Jessica Messica was hard trolling PG for many, many months. In fact, you could even say for a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. Because if you don't know, Jessica Messica and Purple Glitter were exchanging emails back and forth. I didn't know about this, but if you dig deep enough, and I do still have the receipts of this, but I had to find reasoning as to why Purple Glitter would do certain things. And to be honest with you, I can't find full reasoning to whatever she does. She just does whatever she wants to do and just makes up whatever she wants to do. But seriously, all this hours and hours of back and forth streaming can literally end if the receipts are just produced. So can we have some receipts?
So anyway, with the Yo Mama thing, Yo Mama kept saying, "Are you going to put it out there?" So they were, like I said, it was taking them a long time. They were debating it. And then one day he just put it out there, and it wasn't everything. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
What is this?
It wasn't all
I am-
correct, and that was so
What
frustrating.
the heck is
I
that,
don't
church?
know.
Where
And
are
then
we?
you guys got to watch me have another fucking meltdown.
Oh no.
Here today on February 1st, amen. And we're here to talk about why
So you're saying that's not why you emailed me? You're always drag so how's this any different? Well, I don't know.
Queen lied.
Oh God.
She said,
Oh, Yo Mama.
pass around the train, please. She said that your mama gotta be racist. It's February 1st. And she gonna claim, I said, she gonna claim that your mama racist. Now, I'm gonna have to see some receipts.
Really?
That's how we do things at the Great Ebenezer.
Can I say one thing? Is this the appropriate time when they're having a serious discussion about somebody allegedly being racist, which I don't believe, by the way, for somebody to try and act like they're on the pulpit? I mean, I guess if it was doing it on his channel and it was appropriate, then people would expect, a lot of malarkey. But people are having a serious conversation here, and then this happens. Is this appropriate here, or am I looking at it too deeply?
Soul Tree alive, double institutional side of the road is Mount Jericho, Mount Everest, Baptist Church is high. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
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 And now that we got Purple Glitter in here, I just gotta say, if you send me $150, I got a ticker for you. Amen.
Stop.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, the $150 thing, that was because of the intros. Remember, she paid me $150 for intros, and then Then it was, I just sent, it was for one intro. No, it wasn't for one intro. Like, there is so much stuff going on, so much. But hey, we're not gonna get into that. Monty, did you know this was breaking his 7-day ban? I did know that. I did know that because of the whole MFW situation, where MFW went on, what was her friend, something cop or whatever, and then that totally got her removed. Look, there's been evidence of other people where if you have a 7-day ban, you're actually not supposed to go on another person's channel or use any of your second, third, fourth, or fifth channels, because that means they want you completely off of YouTube for 7 days as appropriate punishment for whatever you've done. So I remember when I was driving home on the 1st of February and I was listening to some of this, I was like, oh boy, isn't he not supposed? But I think this is why he's doing it this way, because you can't clearly see his face. Because if his face was clear, then maybe YouTube could put 1 and 1 or 2 and 2 together. But I was thinking there's a specific reason he's doing this whole on the puppet like stuff, because his face isn't clear. So which means if his face isn't clear, there is doubt, reasonable doubt, that it's not him.
Can I get a amen?
Can I get 100? I can count down from 24 seconds all the way down to 0. Amen. That's
Amen.
That's how we do things. And since we got BBW Veronica in the building,
Veronica needs a new twerking song that isn't connected to Monty. Thank you.
Amen.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm sorry, but that is the best fucking. I wish it was a real song. The BB Vic, Tiny BB Vic. I love it.
Right. Okay. You know what? Let me go forward. Who else comes on here? So we got 5 people, and then who doesn't Zeta Ray comes on? Doesn't Zeta Ray come on? So should we hear some of that? The whole Zeta Ray situation.
You said that you have hard drives on him or something like that. Like what when somebody says that to me, and especially I had somebody doxing me, Monty, and he's when you say that to somebody, anybody, if you say that to a reactor, to a channel, what is that implying when you say I have a hard?
Oh yeah, they're gonna talk about the Zeta Ray situation. Oh yes, I did like how Zeta Ray came on. I really did appreciate that on Yo Mama's chat, and said it like it is. Then all of a sudden, the video was gone, because what did he say? What did he say about it? Why the video was gone? Was it like a privacy strike? Was that why?
When do I flex? So I went ahead and made a little video on him to show everybody that he does flex. But that's beside the point. It's not even personal with me and Yo Mama.
Flex. I mean, I praise up to God and I pass around the trade. How come the pastor can't have him a nice Cadillac? Well, what's wrong with that? You just mad because you ain't got. Hey, man, pass her on the train.
Can I ask what
I'm just mad because I can't act like a clown on panel and talk over people. Is that what you're saying? I can act like a clown. I can throw up a green screen and I can act stupid. Just
Very true. This is my sock. That is true. We've seen previous evidence of this.
like you can. You're not doing anything special.
7 days means.
Yes.
Anyways, new conspiracy. Maybe Yo Mama had somebody else file that privacy claim because he didn't want anybody to see when I called him out for
I
all
wanna know-
shit on the next freaking video I made.
I want to say something.
Can I ask, did anybody verify that the stream where Zeta Ray came on, was it actually brought down due to a privacy claim? Like, did it actually go through? So if I have the link, which I still do in my history, if I click on that link, will it say that the stream went down due to a privacy claim?
Really quickly, why didn't Yo Mama react to this? Why did he refuse to acknowledge
Shake
this?
your gate, don't stop, don't miss. All your fellas rocking them like this.
Yes.
Shake your gate, don't stop,
Yes.
don't miss.
Yes.
Just tell it, tell it, Tell it, tell it, tell it now. Tell it good. Tell
Make
that
a
lie
lie
just
and
like you
make it
should.
good.
All right now, tell it good. Make up
I
a
would
story
be
and
twerking
make
for
it
you
good.
guys
My
right now,
boat.
but I would
That's
Um,
fast. No, I drove it. Take that back. My boat.
Okay, go.
Now I already know. Like, oh,
All right, hopefully, Boxer, I guess I could self-verify myself. I'm just gonna have to go through my history.
it's gonna lie. Go ahead.
The fact that Jessica Messica trying to make that hot. It's crazy.
Put your back in.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, I mean, she was doing the whole Kia, my neck, my back. What do you guys think about that? Was that okay? My neck, my back. But she was like, tell that lie, tell it. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't even laugh because you know that song is a classic, all right?
that's not hot. But the
This guy
fact
uses more auto tune than Zapp and Roger from back in the day, and he wants to act like his shit's
why
hot.
don't you talk about the days when you used to do karate? Hey man, you used to kick people from the side, or you used to tomahawk jump, or whatever the hell you used to do, or maybe the 30 laps you did in the swimming. Man, I don't want to talk about it, but maybe you could. Go ahead.
That's all facts. If you would like, babe, can you go grab my first
Oh,
Dawn
no.
certificate from the guest bedroom? It's in the closet.
Oh, she
I
coming
come
out
with
the
receipts.
Hey,
All right, so your mama didn't didn't believe that she did did karate. Judo chop. Yeah. Okay, she's gonna get her first dance certificate. All right.
that,
My
yes.
first Dawn, my first black belt certificate is in a frame. It's hidden in the guest bedroom closet. Can you bring it to me?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no, you did karate.
That's right. I don't talk shit unless I am shit.
Boats and hoes.
Move
Boats
along.
and hoes.
That might be why I don't like your ass. I don't like fake ass people stunting, trying to pretend that they're not
Your
here for the
mama.
money when they are.
Your mama, can you hear me right now?
I can hear. Yeah.
Apologize to me and Farida publicly for
Oh,
outing our shit
Mm-hmm.
and not letting us do it on our own. Apologize, please.
Yes.
Apologize. Say sorry.
Well, you can't say
I'm
sorry.
He can't.
I'm sorry that y'all motherfuckers is mad. I don't give a shit about none of y'all. I gotta get an amen. I don't give a fuck
Oh,
if you want
no.
the black
You
belt.
fuckers.
Your mama.
I don't give a shit if you kick somebody down the road named Johnson. I don't give a
I
damn.
want, okay, look.
But couldn't you just even say sorry? I mean, is it that big of a deal? Why do a lot of people have a lot of issues apologizing these days? I never get that. If I was in his position, I would be like, okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have outed it. But maybe that's just my opinion. Yeah, vouching. We your mama is doing his whole on the pulpit type of thing. Take care, PG. Bye bye.
I want my apology song. Make me a fucking twerking song. Maybe to the Moo song. Maybe like, you know.
She gotta show us that she was a
Bitch,
black
I'm a cow. Can you make me a bitch, I'm a cow song, please?
BG, on your video, I happened to catch you said, oh, I have a gun and I have a car. That doesn't mean I know what engine it is and all that stuff. True. But you're also not out there stunting and fronting like you have some stuff that you don't have. And you can't own a boat and not know how long it is or how wide it is or what the beam is. You can't do those things because you have to park them in what's called a slip. So it wasn't about who has one and who doesn't. It was about he lies constantly.
Yes.
And he doesn't have that shit.
I miss having friends with boats. I used to have friends who would bring me halibut from Alaska. I miss that shit.
I don't got it, but I need to get it. Pass around the trays. Matter
Observant says he's brave is all I can say. Showing up on a 7-day ban. Very true.
of fact, Purple Glitter was in
If you
here.
don't got it, then don't say you got it. That's all the fuck I was trying to point out.
I need a
But
boat.
why can't you be nice?
Refer to my
Yeah,
latest
why
video,
can't you
BG.
just
You'll
be nice
you'll
instead
understand.
of talking?
Please. Nigga, can I get $150 Purple Glitter? I mean, I got a ticker for you. I need that garage door opener. I need one of them. I got one of them Home Depot around here. But yes, I guess that's what we're doing right now.
It wasn't a garage door opener. It was a garage door hinge. And funny, you know what? I won't. You know what? I shouldn't even get into that. Let's be good. Let's be good tonight, people.
Is that all you wanted to say? Go ahead. But I need it. Pass around the trades. Go ahead.
I proved that you're talking shit and you're stunting on other people, talking about the things that you have when you don't.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so you was mad the whole time because I was talking about
We've
Sam.
done known this. We've known this.
Because I was talking about
Look,
Sam.
Can I give my explanation? And some of you are probably going to think it's
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be good. This is my sock because I can. This is the perfect time to explain the situation. When your mama kept on talking about the one intro for $150 and I sent 20 plus intros, outros, and be right backs, what Purple Glitter could have easily done, like, hey, your mama, that is not you. Monty did not just do one intro for $150. Stop saying that, because I know for a fact, because I can show the emails, I can show the intros. Monty can show the emails, Monty can show the intros, the outros. It's not true. Don't say that he only sent me one. He actually did multiple. In fact, he did over 20 of them. But yet, what PG does is not say anything because she wants the lies to persist. And we see this time and time again. We've seen it with the hinges. We've seen it with, oh, I'm hacking into your computer. About the intros, the outros, telling everybody that I'm doing this to her, I'm doing that to her, which is completely true. It's just unhinged. On very unhinged behavior. So we're going to say goodbye because we're not doing this bullshit, okay? Because I don't think it was very cool to know that somebody is not telling the truth and you're sitting there in their chat going along with it. And this is the exact reason why I will not sit back and have people say that Skinny Queen gave me information when Skinny Queen didn't give me jack shit. Because I've had it done to me and it sucks. And it's disgusting behavior. And PG did it to me when she knew what the truth was. But she would sit back and not do jack shit. And I'm not going to sit back and have Xena go into Skinny Queen's chat and repeatedly tell everybody in her chat that, oh yeah, Skinny Queen gave Monty. No, she did not. I'm going to step up and I'm going to say what the truth is.
dumb.
My
My explanation of Yo Mama is he is
Exactly,
the onion
observant.
of Girl World. Okay, if you've
Veronica,
ever
what?
seen
He's
The
the onion? Your mama's the onion of Girl
Look
World.
it up.
Okay,
Google
continue.
The Onion. It's like a parody news thing, right? It's comedy. So Yo Mama is the onion of Girl World. He gets things right, but he takes liberty with a lot of shit because he doesn't want to
He's the onion?
he doesn't want to research one, and he's trying to make it funny. So you have to look at Yo Mama as a joke show. And if you take it all serious like that, then it's dumb.
What I did was I proved that he was a hypocrite. He came in here talking about, I'm pointing out the hypocrisies, I'm pointing out the biases, and he did and he was exactly that.
It's so serious.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I don't really care about Yo Mama. I watched him for 2 days, and
but you're so angry about it.
I watched him for 2 days.
Coming from somebody who who is saying that Yo Mama is the onion of YouTube and is a joke channel, a parody channel, but still wanted an apology from him. But Baby Vinegar, you just literally said that he is a joke channel. So how do you really expect an apology from a joke channel?
2 days, hey man.
Yeah, 2 days. And I knew he would dirty delete shit. And since then, he's pulled some pretty fucking interesting moves. So all I've done is responded. My cap was one video. He came on 24 hours later and made some weak ass music video that was all off tune, all auto tuned.
Actually, the music video wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a little bit off, but it's not like he's trying to have like high production radio worthy material, right? He's not trying to have CD quality stuff here. He literally did it in or whatever amount of time it took him, and it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good.
And it was shit. So I responded and I threw up facts.
Have you
That's it.
listened to his
So then
music?
he went and he
Every
said that
single song
can you let
is
me
the
finish speaking?
truth.
Can you let me finish speaking? And then he went and he posted that somebody filed a privacy complaint on the video where I paneled up. He insinuated it was me by bypassing everybody, pointing out it was most likely Sam because Sam had privacy struck other channels then. He hearted a Foodie Beauty comment that said, oh, fuck that. Like, pretty much report it. She agreed to come up. It wasn't me.
Wait a second. Honeydew, you're saying that Farida was saying that if someone they saw in your chat came in their chat, they were immediately blocked. All right. I guess we're at high school. Sure. For once again, for a channel that literally is coming at certain people like myself and No Madness Life and just breezing, that's really full of themselves to even say that, if she actually did say that. It's like, okay, you're coming at reaction channels. What do you expect to happen to
Can
you?
I bring up Yo Mama?
Her
Did
world.
it give you a timestamp? Did it give you a timestamp on your
Like,
privacy
yeesh.
claim?
Well, it was a privacy strike. So I said that I'm no longer promptly bringing people on panel that I don't know. That was it. I didn't claim. I didn't
What
say
that means,
nobody's
Zeta,
name.
basically.
I
Okay.
didn't
Yeah.
say nobody's name.
So
Nope.
who was it then? Did you show
Yeah,
it?
but who? There was only
doesn't
one
show a name.
person on
First of
panel
all,
that day,
it
so
don't-
it alludes to
Yes,
her.
it don't
I
show a
see,
name.
Belton.
I just said that I'm not bringing nobody on Panto no more because I don't know. If I do subject titles, which I've been doing for the last 7-8 months,
So she absolutely said that earlier in the stream. Okay, I guess she's full of herself. I don't know if she can monetize yet. I don't know if they're past that 4,000 watch hours, but either they're past it or close to it. So pretty rank ideals that they're having right there for a channel that just made it past 1K just a few days ago.
and I know what I'm talking about in the subjects, I leave it as is. But if somebody comes on and unprompted, I don't know a clue. I don't know you from a can of paint, and you come on my panel talking crazy, I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm
I
not
see,
bringing
Belton.
nobody like you. You don't bring up nobody you don't know on your panel. That's why you did the whole I got to confirm and all that other stuff. I didn't know her from nothing, but she obviously knew everything about me and wanted to go off on this whole tangent. I let her talk, let her say her piece, which was crazy. The stuff that she was saying, she don't understand how wild it was, but I let her say her piece. Whatever, I don't know, point out hypocrisy on what people have and what people don't have when she don't have a clue what I have or what not. You don't know me from a can of paint.
Hasn't people like really, figured out that that doesn't work well in your world, that people should be able to afford the freedoms of going wherever they want? I'm not blocking people that are in other people's chats. So she said that anyone in Monty's chat gets blocked. Okay, does she really have something special over there that people flood?
People don't have when she don't have a clue what I have or what not. You don't know me from a can of paint. I don't show my life like that. I vlog.
That was the point. Is that it was like
I
it
show
was too
little bit.
much.
I show a little bit of my life, just a tiny bit, because of crazies like her that always want to point out something or try to down people and try to be like, "Yo, this person don't got this," and then going down me for having a job. Say you work out of what the fuck? Like we downing people that work now? Like
Now
you
I'm
whole
crazy because I watched your videos. I watched your vlogs.
and I said I go out. I say I'll go out and I'll go out and I'll work. I go out and
All right, so Shannon FLA says that Jessica Messica, I asked that question in his comments. He said it did not include a timestamp. Bring it up. That don't make no sense. So if he did say it did not include a timestamp, then why would YouTube be removing his video without the timestamp? That's actually very peculiar because if you say that it's in the thumbnail, then typically they'll remove the thumbnail. But wouldn't you have to timestamp exactly where in the video it is for them to remove the offense in the video as well? So for it to be without a timestamp is actually rather strange. And this isn't the first, second, or third strange thing that Yo Mama has said. Somebody's taken down his video and it's ended in controversy. I can name at least 2 more times that has happened. Just saying.
Town and I work, but you a whole ass clown talking about you going out of town and you work, you a Wi-Fi guy and all that. Like you don't even have a clue what infrastructure is to build something like that. You have no clue, but you talk like you know, and which is crazy. But I only show a little bit of my life because of crazies like you that think that you know when you don't have a fucking clue. When was it a dig on somebody for having a job? That's just fucking crazy. When was it a dig on disrespecting somebody?
Can you take a breath so I can respond?
I heard when they don't give a timestamp, it was for bullying, but he wasn't aggressive towards Zeta Ray when she was on the panel. Like she talked and he didn't do anything. Well, okay, I'll take that in consideration, Wig. I mean, that does make sense that they won't give a timestamp if it's for bullying. But I think if you have enough controversial videos for bullying, yeah, like I said before, I think I said this yesterday or the day before, like that, you can get into big shit where when YouTube flags you for bullying, that's like your channel is pretty much gonna become dead because they're not gonna tell you when in the video it happened. Because I know of a channel right now that does a lot of Cyrax stuff. And that channel is dead. It was a good channel, getting thousands of views per video. It's completely dead because the whole bullying thing. Because yeah, they do not tell you where in the video or even which video they feel you're bullying somebody. So you got to look through every single one of your videos, whether it's 1 video, 10 video, hundreds of videos, or thousands of videos, and get rid of the bullying content, then reapply for monetization if you've lost it. So it's a channel killer.
No.
I want to say something.
You know what?
I want to say that I couldn't believe you were questioning his parenting skills when this man takes his fucking kids to Mexico on vacation. I'm like, dude, I'm not saying I know what kind of dad he is. All I'm saying is he's the kind of dad who takes his fucking kids to Mexico.
What I did was I watched his vlogs.
On that, he has a job. He takes his kids on vacation. Oh, he's terrible.
I watched his vlogs and I noticed that he was fronting like he was on these vacations. In those vlogs, he told many a lies, and he got called out.
I wasn't in Mexico for vacation.
I don't care about Mexico. Did I bring up Mexico? No, I didn't. What I brought up was you saying, "Oh, I'm on
vacation." though. That's what you just said. You said I never was on vacation, but I was in vacation in Mexico. But I don't care. Okay, go ahead.
I said you were using these other trips.
The other trips. Okay, but you just said I was never on vacation though.
Well, Scammer's iPad says, Jessica Mesca asks Zeta why she's working with Inferno and doxing your mama in the comment sections. Really?
I didn't say you were never on vacation. Did I say that? You're putting words in my mouth again.
I was fronting on going on vacation.
Can you be quiet? You're not looking very good right now. Be quiet so I can speak for a second.
Sinclair says, I need to know the origin of your accent. It's my Jamaican accent coming through loud and clear.
Again.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I watched his vlogs and I pointed out what I saw on his vlogs. If you don't want people to talk about what you do in your life, then maybe you shouldn't be vlogging.
It just didn't need to be so harsh.
Wow.
You could have made a funny video about it. It didn't have to be so harsh and mean and pointed.
I think it was the intensity.
I see that. You know, we all think you're entertaining as fuck. Okay. So can you just like cut the edge a little?
First of all, let me explain that situation for you. First of all, when I went to call him up, it was because he was pointing somebody else out for fraud. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the fucking hypocrisy right here. And I don't have a lot of time. I don't stay by my setup all the time. I'm usually out doing stuff. I like to be outside. So in order to get him to let me up, I had to talk shit to him in his comments to where his big head would be like, I have to let this bitch up. Because it was almost like trying to get somebody to fight you. His chat was like, don't let her up. don't let her up, don't let her up. So I had to be like, come on, punk, let me up, let me up, let me up. So I don't know about y'all, but when I'm about to fight, I get crazy. Like I have resting tremors, but if you notice, like you'll see my tremors in all my videos. But that day I was shaking because I had to act like we were about to go at it to get him to call me up. So then he tried to use the excuse like
the interview I did with
he tried to get me to back down.
Was high, which is why you came in so hot.
Hold on.
Hold on.
All right. So she had tremors when she told your mama off, and I really did like that part because it seemed like he just didn't have an answer. She really did catch him off guard. I'm gonna go for it because this is a whole lot of back and forth. Which, I mean, if you've heard the first few minutes of the back and forth, you've heard it. Okay, so Zeta Ray doesn't like your mama. Zeta Ray, was hanging around, I believe, in Jessica Messica's Discord.
Because I think there's still some salty people out in the world. So
good night, your mama. Good night. Thank you for coming up. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't mean to kick him off. I just wanted to say real quick, like, I don't want to have any beef with Sarah. I want her to just leave me alone, not talk to me, not talk about me, and not make alt accounts to talk shit about me and follow me around. You know, simple shit like that. So
I was hearing talks about Skinny Queen having alt accounts. Not that I can even verify that, nor do I really want to. I mean, a lot of people have alt accounts. Now, once again, not saying Skinny Queen does have it. I'm just saying. But seriously, there's just so much pettiness to this. Can't they just leave each other alone? And I think if BBW Veronica wants Skinny Queen to leave her alone, then Veronica, you gotta stop with Skinny Queen as well, because it worked both ways. Because if Skinny Queen is seeing people talking shit about her, then she's probably gonna respond, right?
I would like us all to, you know, just call a truce and be done. There is nothing left to say. There's nothing left. It's over. And we all just want to move forward. So if we can all just agree to not talk about each other and just move the fuck on. Is that cool?
Well, but the only thing is Farida and Zena said they are still going to react to Skinny Queen.
Yeah,
content.
I've
They
never
feel like
mentioned
it.
the past. By the way, that was already done with. I didn't mention the past. Like, if she's gonna do something like what, you know, and we don't even full on. We like already Zena mentioned.
Yeah,
this,
like
I
you're
don't
not going to
remember.
be a Skinny Queen reaction channel. You just
No,
need, if something
no, but
pops
if
up that catches your eye, you want
Exactly,
the freedom to
we-
talk about
yeah.
it without breaking some agreement.
Yeah, and we haven't mentioned anything about the past. It was nothing we reacted to was anything to do with what happened in the past. I already moved on. It's just this was brought up now because of the whole whatever doxing comment and you know that she, you know, said that to take down and whatever.
All right, I'm gonna go for a bit. Zeta Ray did show her first dance certificate. Allegedly, she kind of flashed it, but it was small, so I can't even verify if it's real or fake. Not that it actually matters to me. Like, does it really matter to me if her first dan, you know, certificate is real or if it's fake? It doesn't. It really doesn't matter to me.
Is bad.
Absolutely.
We need to be
Yep.
adults and we need to not
Yes.
let people play us against each other.
Yep.
If we have a problem with somebody, we should take it to them offline and say,
Mhm.
look, this is my issue with you. Blase, blase. Let's handle it like adults. Keep it offline. Because once it goes online, it's a mess. And
Mhm.
also, I guess there's people playing me in other people's chats saying that I'm doxing Yo Mama or that I allowed Yo Mama's dox to be in my comments. And that's incorrect. I don't chat in anybody's chat.
Subcipher.
It's very rare that I do. And
Yakuza, not Yakuza, Yakuza.
that Inferno guy had put Yo Mama's first name in my comments, and I told him to remove it, and he did. And I don't talk to anybody off, like in the shadows or behind the scenes other than Jessica Messica, and that's a Discord message here and there. And I don't move in the shadows. I tell everybody like it is, and she can show my DMs at any time she wants.
Okay. Her avatar, you mean Zeta Ray? Okay, Zeta Ray does not look like that on the bike, okay? It's a whole lot different. Wait a second. Let me do this. I just think of something that's brilliant. We're gonna do the nursery rhyme. We're gonna do Chelsea Lee Art nursery rhyme here because this. No, I'm really wrong for this. I am wrong for this, but we're literally gonna do it. Ha ha ha. Yes, we're gonna do the whole bedtime story. When does he say it? Oh, this is the one. Yes, this is the one. All right, we're gonna listen to it. Okay, this is Chelsea Lee Art really describing Zeta Ray to a T. So please listen in. Let's go.
Chelsea bringing another
Okay.
children's rhyme to you.
Why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on my right. No.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That was the second nursery rhyme. All right, let's hear the other one.
Root, Stalin. Mess with me. Hickory dickory.
Wait a second.
Humpty Dumpty the bitch fell off a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh, darling, absolutely. Roots, you bitch. Humpty Dumpty the bitch fell off a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh, darling, absolutely. Roots, you bitch.
All right, there you go.
This whole going to court thing, this all started with the trashiest of the trash. And to have a court case, you have to prove a lot more than financial loss for this quarter, last quarter, the years before. And if you're willing to spend more on a court case than you're going to benefit from it, it can actually backfire and look like harassment for you. You know what I'm saying? Saying you're going to take somebody to court for harassment when there's no monetary gain that you're going to get. So I think that's it.
Thank you, Veronica.
You don't really gotta bring somebody to court for harassment for monetary gain. I mean, most people would. Well, actually, we shouldn't even say most people, because if you're being harassed, you typically want that harassment to stop, right? So, I think it would mostly or likely be some sort of stipulation being put in place to stop somebody from continuing the harassment that they're doing. Is what most people would go to court for if they are in fact being harassed.
You got anything you want to say, girl?
I'm coming back, bitches.
Wait, you're coming back to YouTube?
Yes.
Oh shit! Bomb drop, pedal drop.
CLA should be an actress. I think you're right, Random Fish. I think she would be really good because the way how she like expresses her thoughts. Especially with like the over exaggeration with the face and then the look on the face. Jessie Lee Art stage actress extraordinaire. She'd be like a double threat. Not only is she a painter, or should I say she's an artiste with the paintbrush, but she's also an artiste on the stage.
What can we
Sorry, but I
expect from you
am.
in the future, Veronica? What?
And this is okay. So I'm saying this so that the whole world sees it, right?
The whole world, all of us.
Bitch following me around.
Oh,
You guys.
right.
don't-
Okay.
Let her talk.
That's all.
Mhm.
Don't.
Wait,
don't
what did you
stalk
say?
me
I'm
and
sorry.
Don't dox me, please. Thank you.
All right, Boxer, if you want to check up on CLA stuff, then check up on CLA because it's CLA, Alphaba, Miss Red, Evil Queen, Sobriety Jack. Man, it's a whole mess in the UK. Then Mr. UK TikTok. It's a complete mess over there in the UK. Now I'm trying to get into the Australian TikTokers. Is that Vegas doll? It is not Vegas doll. Who's on panel right now is BBW Veronica is speaking. There's Jessica Messica, there's Zena, and then there's Zeta Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shannon, stop. Well, thank you. You'll start IRL streaming again?
Yeah. And I'm probably going to start live streaming, but
And
in a
let's-
few weeks. I still have some stuff to do.
And maybe hold on, I meant to put it on myself. How do I make this about me? What I was gonna say is, and maybe we could just stick to talking about the reactors themselves and not the people orbiting them, their family, their children.
Yes.
I think that would be a great move.
You recently found an extremely chubby YouTuber who lives in Toronto. What's the name of this extremely chubby YouTuber?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Please. And that's the thing, like people asking for my information and, you know, all that stuff as well, and wanting to know my address and to hunt me down and all this stuff. It's like, why? It's not just
If we
stick
don't
to
show
who-
it on YouTube, it is insignificant and leave it alone.
Yeah, but that's the thing
Mhm.
that's the thing though, isn't it? Like people will just argue that it's public information and they'll just put that out there anyway. Most things are public information now.
Actually, you know what? If people are looking for Xena shit, I don't give a shit. In fact, good for them. Because Gina is a piece of shit. This is the same piece of shit when my mother's funeral stuff went up on Kiwi Farms. What did she say? Oh, it's safer on there. So Xena, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit if all your information ends up on the farms or wherever it ends up on. You don't say something like that because that is an extremely poor taste. Telling me and telling your audience that my mom's funeral stuff, that is crossing the line. It's safer on the farms. How about your shit is safer on the farms? Because this is just some bullshit right there.
So unless I've said it on the channel, like for example, people wanted to know what my first name was. I've already said what my first name is. I had it on the channel and the banner for however long, you know, but they want to know everything else, and that's where it becomes too far. And I think a lot of time, I'm not blaming personal chats, but a lot of time chats will fuel things. And I think my sort of quote unquote final thought is that, like Zeta said, in terms of like defamation on all of our sides, there's so much that you have to prove. There's so much to show loss of earnings, character assassinations, loss in subs, and all that stuff. And no one's missed out. I mean, I know Skinny Queen's demonetized, but that's not because of these accusations. It was because of reused content, you know. So no one's missed out. No one's affected. But again, like I said,
Is Skinny Queen really still demonetized? Wow, really demonetized, and that means that if she didn't get past the appeal stage, which I have my ways of getting past the appeal stage, because can I reiterate to you people who are listening / watching right now, I had 2 channels, yes, 2 channels within the span of about 2 weeks that got demonetized, and within the same day, about 12 to 16 hours later, I got them remonetized. You just got to know what to say and how to prove that your channel is not all about reusing content. You got to prove it like that. So I guess she failed at the appeal stage, because when you fail at the appeal stage, because I've been through it all. Yeah, your boy Monty's been through it all. You got to wait the 90 days to reapply again, and that is going to be a bitch. Grellit got his back in the same day too. Yeah, you can easily get it back in the same day if you know what you're saying and you really prepare your video appeal. Other than that, then you're gonna have to wait 90 days no matter what. And there's nothing, no matter if you speak to somebody through chat at YouTube, they can't do anything because it's just different departments, right?
just one last time,
Yeah, Zeta Ray.
she didn't
Okay.
dox Rita. We don't believe that she gave the information of the children to Monty. I think she gave her surname, the name of the business, and then Monty ran with it. And
That is incorrect. That is a complete lie. Skinny Queen didn't give me anything whatsoever not a surname, not a business name, and nothing of the sorts. There's other people that know Farida's information. Farida could have been reckless and just given multiple people her name or alluded to her business or what her last name is. It isn't all Skinny Queen. So once again, since we're at the latter end of the stream, I will say I can't prove that Skinny Queen didn't give me the info because that is what's called proving a negative, and you cannot prove a negative. It's also called evidence of absentia. So it's just a rule where you can't prove that something does not exist. You can only prove that something does exist. Yeah, she was fair with me. Okay, that's good, Random Fish.
He didn't dox Farida. We don't believe that she gave the information of the children to Monty. I think she gave.
Who the hell's given information of children? Didn't I talk about this again? Where one of the things that people always do is get kids involved in it. Like, when was Farida's kids involved in anything? Am I missing out on something here? Did somebody talk about Farida's kids? Did somebody put out their information about Farida's kids? Because I'm kind of lost why this keeps coming up. Because I've seen in multiple communities, people always do the same thing where they start saying that, oh, this person's attacking this other person's kids, when it's not true. It's not. But they're going to make it seem like it's true, so that because they know that people get angry, right?
Her surname, the name of the business, and then Monty ran with it. But it's Monty's fault at the end of the day.
Period.
Monty's the one that put it out there. So, and then the racism thing, it was racial insensitive comments on that one video. And that was that. And
Thank you for
I
clarifying.
would like, if any Skinny Queen does hear this, let's everyone calm, okay? Everyone's Xena Warrior Princess. Yes, that's my name.
All right, so Random Fish said Jessica did say you were the only one who would be able to confirm it, which is why you spoke on it. Exactly. I spoke on it because I saw that Xena was running a thing in Skinny Queen's chat and I wasn't going to have the bullshit happen. So I came in there and said, no, it wasn't Skinny Queen. Because if it was Skinny Queen, I would have come in there and said it was. Because that's how Monty does things. You know, I'm gonna go in there if it really was Skinny Queen and say it was Skinny Queen, but it wasn't Skinny Queen. So that's why I said it wasn't Skinny Queen.
Let's just chill. And I'm sorry if my words was alluding that a fact of I said that you did with the kids, it wasn't that. So I am sorry with that. That's why I edited the comment. But other than that, I say what I say, and we're doing things legally behind the scenes because of the actual docs. So there we go.
Thank you.
So thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, and thank you for coming up. And I hope.
What was Farida's profession? They had a business to do with floor installation back in California. But it didn't really go that well. The family seems to have started and done a lot of businesses, because I've looked into it. A lot of businesses have been listed and started and whatnot. Whether or not they're successful is a completely different story, is what I will say.
Hope it was beneficial. I'm kicking everybody off now. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Good night.
We should do this again sometime.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
fun. All right.
Like once a
Bye.
week.
Yes, the convenience store.
I'm scared of commitment. All right.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff I didn't show because I just felt, it's a little bit too personal, and so I left a lot of stuff out. But come on, it's the age of where companies are compile and collate a lot of information on a lot of people, especially from the States, where literally people can know anything and everything about you. So there you go. Her family members are into a lot of stuff, or they try a lot of stuff, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, her husband owned a convenience store, from what Farida said. Don't they still own the convenience store? I mean, it's not like in the the greatest area. It's not like it has a lot of traffic, but I guess it does have some traffic for it to still be there.
Hi,
Bye.
Zeta. Okay. That was an interesting ride. I want to. Did anybody hear about she did it again, M60? M60, somebody came in my live stream and said that you were sniping me and calling me a whore. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, panel up M60 if that's true. Okay. I just wanted to show this to me was a mess. So I am going to show Skinny Queen's Twitter, and this is not I find this funny and also dumb. So I'm just bear with me. Basically, this is I understand that people.
All right, so Farida did hint at taking action against you and Skinny Queen. Okay, if she wants to take action against me, go on, but I don't think that's gonna fare well if you're disparaging my penis, okay? calling my my genitals all kind of names. Saying that my genitals are small. That's not really gonna fare well. Okay, Boxer, Boxer's like, pardon? Yes, Boxer. My genitals were shamed, okay? You don't be calling my genitals all sorts of names and then and then try and take action against me. Action against what? Do I have to play it in front of the judge that you were disparaging my genitalia?
Will have an issue with your mama because he was the one that outed Farida's conversation without everybody's business, without everybody's permission. And according to everyone involved, he fucked up and he said some things that were not accurate as well. All right. But like, she was going in on him on here. Where is it? So she's like, Amon Avis is a very small channel on YouTube. Like, why are we bringing Yo Mama into this? That Yo Mama promotes daily and is accusing me of giving well-known doxers. Who and where, ma'am? I know someone will send you this because I blocked you. This is a comment from her channel partner, Zena, in the comment section. But I'm like, girl.
I think so, Observant. I actually haven't looked at the picture again, but I guess I could check it out. I guess I could look through my folders, my archives. But I think you're right, because once again, Observant, you are very observant and you have a great memory.
Girl, just fight with the girl. Like, I don't even know. And also, too, like when he added their name. So let's say this whole whatever, there's no way if he would knowingly promote that if he knew it was a fact. Like,
yeah, Jessica Messica is pronouncing French words with the English tongue. Well, how they seem like they're pronounced if you're just like a pure Anglophone. Instead of saying like "a mon avis," she's like "a mon avis." It's "a mon avis." Say it with flair. "A mon avis."
Had them in his description when he covers them way before any of this came to light. So I just think it's so irrelevant. You edited the comment. Okay. She asked you to change a specific comment and you did. Okay. So this was the comment.
All right. Do I even need to go over this? Is there any more juice? She starts going through this whole stuff about Skinny Queen's Twitter. Okay. Was there anything of substance at the end of the stream, or were they just talking? It's like she just talking shit, talk shit. Like, was there anything? Oh, okay. Is she really gonna play Zeta Ray? Zeta Ray's in the pool. I know that body from. You know what? I must stop. Oh boy, you know what? I kind of do like the whole Captain NoFap thing that I was put on as. Oh no, not the Cade stuff. Not the Cade stuff, but the whole Captain NoFap. I kind of dig it now. Cause I'm like the only one with the captain's hat on, which I think is kind of pretty cool. Like your mama has like a baseball cap on, but I'm the captain. I have a captain cap on with my robe and anything, looking like no fap Drake over there. But wait a second. Wait, why did I make her look like that? Making her look like no neck Ed.
Trusting him. I can't believe he's on a boat without its flag.
When she's putting the clothes on, she really does look like no neck Ed from the back. No, look. Come on. Look.
I can't believe he's on a boat without its flags.
Yo, I could spot Zeta Ray's body from a mile away. I know that body type. From a mile away. Wait a second. Let me see this. Wait, we're gonna take a look at this.
I was the one who went swimming around at 300 pounds.
Who this with a fifth wheel behind them? Who this? Wet here, don't care.
And I was the one that
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna stop. Okay. Yeah, Vicky's voice was pretty good in this one. That's your good friend Vicky Vibes singing. I know that Vicky Vibes is singing. My bestie, Random Fish. That's my bestie. That trailer's for. I do dig that fifth wheel. The fifth wheel is really nice. Like if I'm gonna have a fifth wheel, I would have a fifth wheel like Zeta Ray has a fifth wheel, and I do dig Zeta Ray's bike. I really like that hog. All right, people. You know what? I'm out of here. It's like after 1 a.m. I gotta finish some stuff. Banana Cadabra. Yes. What is this? Hey, speaking of which, I'm getting into some Sobriety Jack stuff on my other channel. It seems Sobriety Jack was caught a couple weeks ago, shoving things up his booty hole. So because he was shoving things up his booty hole like a Apple TV remote and a carrot, there has been a lot of jokes in and around TikTok saying how he can pocket a whole lot of things. He could pocket a wallet, a phone, a 19-inch TV. Like the way how the man pushed that stuff up his booty hole, it's like he's been suitcasing. Like it went in with ease, and if it's going in with ease like that, you were definitely being suitcasing. If nobody knows what that is, that's when you keep stuff. yeah, your prison pocket. You keep stuff in your prison pocket, and then your homeboys will be like, yo, why does this smell like ass? And then you give them a little snicker smirk, like, it smells like ass because it's beating my ass, yo. So Sobriety Jack, okay, it's not even a joking matter. Sobriety Jack was doing this on TikTok, okay? And TikTok is an app that is more family oriented, so it was extremely offensive to a lot of people, and that's why Sobriety Jack posters has been all over Manchester. Like 3,000 posters have been posted all over the UK, okay? So if you want to know more about Sobriety Jack and his suitcasing endeavors, then check out my other channel. Other than that, people, I will see you guys, well, today, really, for me, because it's like 1:21 in the morning. Smash up that like button. Thank you for listening to me. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we hear the end of this whole entire situation between Skinny Queen and BBW Veronica, along with Farida and Zena. Squash the beef. It's done. Move on. We'll see. But other than that, people, thank you so much for hanging out with me late at night. Have a good one. Have a good rest. And yeah, I will speak to you all later. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye and be safe.